Hello! Good morning! Actually, it's not good evening, everyone. Konbanwa. I know it's really late in the evening. Don't ask me why am I streaming at this hour. I didn't mean to, but when I wake up, I realize it's already like evening. And when I try to finish a lot of stuff, like my house chores and stuff, it became like 3 a.m. But at the same time, I have a deadline to catch up, so here I am, trying to get shit done. Also, if someone wants to keep me in place and not insane, Discord is open as well. If you're interested, feel free to join in. Actually, I just realized I never started my Discord. So here I am, continuing Shu Yamino from Niji Sanji Ian. Hopefully that I could finish it by the end of this week, or at least like early next week, or else I'm pretty much doomed. I'm slightly coping better ever since I started playing Beat Saber. So I had VR and I bought Beat Saber. Although technically I am still playing games and procrastinating in some sense, at least I'm kind of like moving my body, which helps me in my focus. The one thing that ADHD people struggles to have. And fortunately it did help me quite a bit. And I was able to get things done without getting distracted every 5 minutes. So do let me know if there's any audio issue. If I'm mute, I'm not actually on mute. Feel free to say hi. I really appreciate that. Until then, enjoy your stay here. I am gonna sound pretty dead right now, I feel. Unless I'm talking about alcohol, I feel. I think. I'm in a situation that I just realized I haven't go out. I haven't stepped out of my house. Well, I did. Wait, but technically I did step out of my house. But just throwing out the trash. That's the only thing I do. Nothing further than that. I'm practically like buying groceries online on delivery, food on delivery. I haven't had like much energy to cook. I hope I have like some time to get a breather soon. But before that, I really need to get some progress done here. At least solidify the shadows. Also, I just realized, Clip Studio is definitely so much easier to work than Medibang. I mean, you can technically still draw on Medibang, it's just that the fact that you can't change the hardness of the brush, it's a pretty bummer for me. Because I rely on that so much. I can't live without being able to change the hardness of the brush, like fine tune it. Although it is a pretty remarkable software, I would say, even though it's free. So maybe I'll talk a bit about like a little story on what happened recently. So I had my ADHD moment that I had so much I had a hard time, like I have difficulty like falling asleep, and nothing seems to work. So I think it was around yesterday night. Wait, no, it's the night before yesterday night. So actually I went to like, it's my first time going to Art&Chat on a VR headset. So conclusion is, I wish I could record it. But too bad my PC is like too big, so I can't really like, you know, show you guys the interaction I had in Art&Chat. But the conclusion I could say is that that's a lot of like kids on that platform. I am surprised. Like our VR headset's so cheap that kids can like access to it so easily. I guess Oculus Quest is quite cheap in America, I guess. Like every room I go, it feels like a nursery. So I have been on the internet like quite some time. It's definitely not the most accessible places for like kids. Like the youngest I've ever met are usually like maybe 19 or 18. And most of them are probably like 28 or 22. So it was nice to like, you know, chill and just talk to a lot of people from different places, different walks of life. But thing is about like Art&Chat, most public places I go in, it's just like kids screaming and like, you know, like the typical teenage angsty slurs. I'm just so tempted to say, honey, sweetheart, you're just screeching so much in the ear. I think it's time for bed. Please behave yourself. But then, you know, kids being kids, they like pushing buttons. So I feel like it would just like encourage them to scream more if I do that. I would say that. And yeah, they just don't listen to instructions. Like everyone was having like, you know, most of them was trying to be a proper person and not crash everyone's game and follow the rules. The kids are just like, and the fact that I was actually I was running it on my Oculus Quest too, not on my PC. I have a lot of like times where the Art&Chat just crash when I join a room and someone decides to use a very high poly model without fallback. It's a wild world. I wonder if there's a way for me to play VR chat with like that does not sound like a nursery. I just wanted to chill, you know. I was just like, oh hey, what you up to? How's your day? Wanna play some games? Yeah, sure, let's go. Like, you know, just casual, just being nice to each other. I guess those only happen in the private rooms. Which I think have to like, I might have to find on Discord servers since where they are more moderated compared to like open public servers. It was pretty nice. I met a bunch of quite a bunch of like cool people. But then this gate came in and decided to change the model to something that's just really heavy, and it just crashed my game, and I wasn't able to add them as friends. And yeah, we just like, you know, got excommunicated. But yeah, I hope I really is really the time for me to build a proper, like a very quite powerful PC. VR is definitely very resource hogging, especially on the CPU, I feel. At first I was contemplating whether to get like an i9 or an i7. And I realized that also like I do plan to like draw in really large canvas. I plan to draw series in the future. And one way to make them look pretty consistent is to draw them all in one shot on a pretty large canvas. And Flip Studios requires a lot of CPU power before the navigation. I'm surprised they do not like use OpenGL to like output the zooming and zoom out. Which like the navigation was a more smoother experience on the build because it offloads it then to like GPU for the graphic rendering. Well, it'd be cool to like be able to like stream in VR one day. Oh. Well, I was laying down the groundwork pretty well, so it looks like there's a drastic change somehow. Yeah, drawing on so literally right now I'm drawing on a layer, on the multiply layer with just like this is the layer I'm painting on, and I just switch it to multiply, and I just pick color from like the layer to like render the shapes. It's almost like minimal effort, but it looks finished. Oh, that was the tattoo. Okay, I forgot. Wait, that will become a visual tangent. I might have to remove that. Layers. I don't think I'm over like 50 layers. I mean, aside from some of them that I decided to keep them as backup. I'm not sure if there's a way to like see how many layers I have. Is there a way to see that? I did You wanted to merge some of them last time. For the line art, yeah. So it's easier for me like to like edit. Because I was having a hard time to like find which layer is which. Like for the colors it's easier because it's a big area, but for line art it's like also like the way I how do I say that? Like the way I separate things are like so not standardized that it makes it really hard for me to like locate the layers. So I merged the line art layer, but I still keep like one of the base, just in case I want to pull out some asset from there. But yeah, from here it's just like, you know, chill and just rendering. It's gonna be a very slow progress from here, because it's just like brushing up stuff. Making it look more like finished. Making like the muddy edges to be like sharp, defined, maybe. How's the armpit work again? I might have to remove the line art here. Yeah. So let's say I have... So this is my deltoid. And... Oh, I guess it's this. It's definitely easier for me to talk right now as well. there's not much thinking involved anymore. Okay, I think I might have to change the shape a bit. I think this is too much. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I think this is better. Let me just redraw the line. So how's your day, Greedy? Do you have lunch? Wait, is it lunch or night time? I feel like it's like tea time at this moment. I was very lazy to cook for today. I had fried chicken, Korean fried chickens. Tea time. It's the time where you have like snack before your dinner, which usually occurs around like 4 to 6, I guess. Brunch is like, I guess, like 11 or 12. But some of them, they do it like from 11 to 3 p.m. So they can get more money. Wait, where are you based in again, Greedy Cow? Like, is it in like the US or Canada or somewhere around there. There's no concept like tea time in your country. Oh, Team EU. Ah. I guess it's a very British concept. I think could be. I mean, Malaysia was colonized by British at one point. For quite some time. So we have a lot of influence from them, including our language, our like syllables. Like we will spell apologize as in like Z-E. Is it Z-E or S-E? I forgot. I remember that like just confuses me all the time. Because when I try to type in like the word file, it just tells me that I have the wrong spelling. But then my teacher is like, yeah, apologize and apologize. British inspired. I think it's right. Like, although our textbooks are like based on the British syllables, we do not really do not have a lot of like TV shows from the British. Like we have a lot of like very American shows, which further like confuse me sometimes. Like you know how they both use different words to express certain stuff, like tap and faucet. Like I will use the word faucet to refer to the faucet, but it's like tap. I have no idea which is the British one and which is the American one. All I remember was just confusion, especially when it's like my second language. I did not really learn English. I didn't really know how to use English much until I was like 13. I was in like a very Chinese space school. Like the only time that we'll actually like use English is during like English class, but other than that it's like Chinese and Chinese. Like the library books are usually in Chinese. Most of our like the math and science were like in Chinese as well. Malaysia has a very interesting education system where we have like public schools that caters to mostly based on like Chinese, like Mandarin, yeah. Like more like maybe 80% of the syllables are in like Mandarin, and some schools are like mainly in like the Indian Tamil. Like we have Tamil school, and also we have like the public we call it like Malay public school. Oh, is it? Oh no. Let me try to turn that down. Sorry about that. My apologies. Is this better? I guess also because I'm like talking like softer right now. Is this better? Okay, awesome. So yeah. So also we have like private schools that mainly teach us using the English language. So I think that's like 1, 2, 3. That's like 4 types of like school system in Malaysia. And well, the one I went to was more reasonable. Before they were bought over by an education group. When they were like independent, they were pretty cheap. It was like 7,000 ringgit per year, which is like how much is that in US dollars? 7,000. Almost $2,000 per year, I guess. But they do have like better teachers, so the class are usually smaller compared to public school. I get to learn more stuff as well, rather than just like the what's required of like the high school syllabus. I actually learned soldering, although I suck at it. But I feel like I want to go back into it because there's so much shit I want to fix right now. And I hate buying new stuff, not gonna lie. I really do not want to buy new stuff. Like, I would rather like pay a little bit more money to like fix it. And I can still use that for like a long time. Soldering, like, you know, like the electrical work where you like melt the metal onto like the PCB board, and you can make like connections from like wires to wires. Yeah. But then again, we also didn't have the best equipment. I didn't know that you have like magnifiers for that to make like perfect shape, you know. Yeah, it was quite like eye-opening for me. Also, like, one thing I think that's definitely really how do I say, definitely help a lot in like private school is that I guess your opinions get more respected, I guess. Like, you won't get like very, well, I mean, there are like some very stupid rules, school rules. Ah, おはようございます、尾道さん。お久しぶりです。元気してます？今ね、学校の話してます。So back to the topic. So the soldering class was actually for the boys. We call what life skill classes. Girls girls will learn how to like bake cakes or cookies and learn how to sew, and boys will be like learning the carpentry and like electrical work. But I'm like, man, baking cookie, we have to wait for a long time for baking while waiting for the cookies to bake. I'm fucking bored. Let's see what the boys are doing. And I just went over to the boys' side and they were doing like electrical work and I just joined in. The teacher was really nice to let me in and like I learned alongside to make the PCB boards. Oh, actually not make, like connect the PCB boards. It was fun. 学校懐かしいな。ね。うち学校でね、あれなんだ。 なんて言うんだ、ソーダリング。なんか、電子のやつ、ハンダ付けだ。ハンダ付けをやってましたよ。ちょっとだけ。バザがあって、バザを鳴らす、電池から、そのバザまで、こう、つなぐ作業をやってみたんですけども。いや、あれね、マジで、なんだろう。もうちょっとね、多分、ちゃんと勉強したら、いろいろ直せて、物が壊れてもね、修理できるようになるっていうのがね、多分今だとね、めちゃくちゃ貴重な、スキルだと思う。Magic of green cheese, yeah? I mean, I guess it's not too late for me to start learning now. But I need to, like, buy the equipment. But the first thing that I really want to fix is my headphones right now. But it really doesn't... Oh, it is a bit of soldering if I were to, like, change the housing. I have, like, a broken hinge. And I currently do not have a 3D printer to make the same hinge. So I guess the nicest way to do it is to, like, desolder the drivers at the headband, the housing, and resolder it. Oof, yeah, 3D print. Yeah, 3D, like, I am not gonna lie, I am slightly interested in getting a 3D printer. Because it would make fixing stuff so much easier. Like I could just like design a model, plug it into like the printer, and it would just like print out stuff. I just have to sand it and things like that. Because that's like sometimes just so frustrating that because of like how things are designed. Like you practically have to throw it away even though the main motherboard, the motherboard still functions and things like that. Like you can, it still works really well. It's just that because like the housings, like the hinges are like broken, you can't really use it normally, and you can't, like, the only way to do it is to replace it. Yeah, but then yeah, I feel like it's getting cheaper. 魔法少女みたいになってる。まあ一応なんかね、この人はVTuber なんですけども、なんだっけ、ソーサラ魔術師かなとの設定になってます。魔法が使えると、主に炎の魔法が使える、魔術師っていうかな、ソーサラって。なんか違うな。まあ、それに近いものの設定になってまして。それが原因でこういう形、こういう、なんだろう、こういう姿になってますね。そうそう、いました。この人は、2時3時の、最近、まあ最近でもないですけども、半年経ちましたけど、2時3時 EN の、男性グループで、ラクシエムグループというグループでデビューしてて、シュウヤミノっていう方です。2時3時 EN ラクシエム、で、この人も、確かアメリカ人かな多分。なんだけど、日本語はね、結構流暢に話せるよ。話せてます。もう問題なくはね。なんならたまになんか、ちょっとね、私と属性がちょっと似てるところあるんですけども、なんでこのネタ知ってんのっていう。 そう、知ってんのっていう、くらい、まあ、日本語がね、多分この人の地図の中に浸透してますね。そうそう。たまに、雑談枠でも、こう、日本語の雑談枠を開いたりはしますね。結構図な派で、なんだろう。たまになんか結構 IQ が高い、冗談とかネタとかね、言ったりはしますね、この人は。確か、この人の、イラストレーターは、2時3時のイブラヒムと同じママだっけな、確か。あんまり覚えてないんですけど。あれ、違うわ。イブラヒムと一緒になってる、同じママなのが、ユーゴだわ。誰だっけな覚えてない。デザインは結構一番凝ってるんじゃないかな、この人。多分、グループの中で一番凝ってるだと思う。なんかここもね、1、2、3、3レイヤーくらいあるし、結構凝ってます。イブラヒム、まあ、2時3時って言ってもね、150人以上いるもんな。ライバーさんが。わからない人もいると思う。褐色で銀髪色の男の子なんですけど、結構マイクラの配信やってまして、雑な配信が多いんですね。ん wait, hold on. Why am I having like a Discord call? Hold on. あれそう、リスナーさんが面白い。結構。Oh wait. Fuck. My Discord is bugging. あー。Do you guys ever have like a debug where like the Discord is running the background but it does not show up? あ、そうそうそうそうそう。アブラヒムとか、そうそう。結構ね、いじられるんですよね、名前で。公式、なんか Google プレイの公式番組でもいじられてます。あれちょっと待って、電話来てる。ちょっと一旦ミュートします。ただいま、なんか間違えてかけられたみたい。Discord is bugging since yesterday. I actually don't. I have this for quite a while now. It's not the first time. I wonder if that has to do with like um the Windows update as well. Because I updated it to like Windows 11, which I thought it will improve my performance, but it doesn't really do much, and I still hate the fact that I can't have like my taskbar switch to the left side of the screen. I'm that weird asshole who likes to have my taskbar on like the left or the right of the screen because it just saves so much pixels, man. And it's so much easier to access it when your taskbar is on the left and right. Like I have quite a few people tell me that it changed the way they navigate. When I like help them set it up in that way. Yeah. Like just because like it was set like, you know, I hate the fact when they remove the feature, they're like, not a lot of people do that on their screen, so we decide to remove that feature because we don't have enough resource to like port that into Windows 11. I was like, of course people wouldn't do that because by default the taskbar is on the bottom screen and not a lot of people know that they could change it. Hey, Gojo Satoru Senpai desu. Hi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Nice. It's currently me. I'm definitely feeling a lot less anxious right now since my period finally came. I was having a lot of anxiety before that, like it almost just immobilized me. Took so much effort for me to like get out of like that ADHD low, but yeah, I'm still very anxious that so I am joining an event this coming month in 2 weeks. And this is supposed to be one of the artworks that's gonna be printed, but I haven't like, as you can see, it's still not completed. So yeah, not feeling good. But yeah, definitely playing Beat Saber and Steam Rider helped me to like move. All that moving helped me in my focus. I was able to like get out from like the stasis mode. Like the feeling of like lethargic kind of feeling. Like very tired all the day. It's cool though. Thank you, thank you. Do you draw as well? Do you do art as well? Or you do other kinds of craft? I suck at art. Oh, well, we do start somewhere. I used to draw. I used to hide my hands a lot as well. It took me almost 10 years to reach here. Oh, I see. Nice, nice. I see that you're a hot boy enjoyer. I really want to make a t-shirt. Let's say. Like the front of the t-shirt would be I am a hot boy enjoyer, or and then at the back it's like, are you a fellow hot boy enjoyer at the back of the shirt? Man. So we have like, so I am based in Malaysia. We have like another event coming up in one of the biggest event, Comic Fiesta, coming in December. I might plan to make t-shirts. One is that I swear I'm not drunk. The other one will be definitely I am a fellow hot boy enjoyer. Connoisseur. I'm from India. Oh, India. That's a nice place. Nice, a beautiful country. How's the weather in India right now? I hear that depending on like areas, some places can get really cold and some places can get really warm. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I currently do not have a schedule. Unfortunately, because of how like, well, it was in the I was kind of like climbing back from a really bad place. But maybe recently I might stream a bit, like maybe once or twice in a week. So if you happen to be around when I'm streaming, feel free to come in and say hi. Thank you, Gojo Satoru. It's so kind. Thank you. The not drunk shirt sounds legit. I feel like that would sell so well because there's so many drunk people. I swear I'm not drunk. And you know how like my face also looks kind of like drunk as well. Oh wait, I just realized I don't have my PNG out. Lol, what a professional streamer. Very professional streamer. I feel like every time I had a stream for like every time I stream, when like after I had like some time away from streaming, I feel like my mind just resets its memory and just decides to forget every single thing. And I'm not sure why some of the settings does not work. Sometimes the mic not working, or had the wrong settings for the mic, had the wrong settings for music. Goldfish mentality, yeah. I kind of. I need to change my brush size to be slightly large. Okay. Or like in Cantonese, we call that Dai Tao Ha, which is like big-headed shrimp. I don't know why we used to use shrimp instead for like people who are like really forgetful. But I get that a lot, man. What a blessing to have ADHD, man. But I always really dislike the feeling of like, I know I forgot something, but I have no idea what it is. And it's just like, how do I describe that? It's like, it just bothers me so much when I go on with my life until I sleep. But there's also another annoying part about like sometimes the symptoms could go is that even if I had the memo, like I had like reminders and stuff, I set up like Siri automation to read out like certain texts at certain times, but I could still ignore that fucking signal and not recognize it. It's like my brain decides to go poo-poo and go like, oh, look at the butterfly, it's so pretty. I guess this is also the reason why I was so addicted to rhythm games. Because like rhythm games are like one of the few instances where it forces you to go into hyper focus, and I can feel in control. Mostly in control on my focus. I crave for that feeling, man. I really crave for that kind of feeling. I guess also like because like rhythm games give you instant feedback on like whether you're doing well or not, like really quick for each time you play. Well, it comes with practice though. I guess also like one thing that's really like attractive to me in rhythm games is that there's instant feedback on how well you do you've done, and there's instant feedback, and there's a very clear way to see like if some systems are really made properly, they will show you how much you have grown. They'll show you your past results and like your current results. Something like Akaya. It's not the best, but Akaya kind of have a system to kind of like tell you how good you are right now at this point. And you can see like your level kind of like goes up. And it's like, oh yay, I'm getting good at this. Whee! I feel like one thing I can say is that never go for the hardest level when you first start the game. Any rhythm game. Just go for the easiest mode. It's okay. I was able to play quite difficult maps. It was the only reason I was being able to like beat like kind of like difficult maps was because I have been playing this for a long time. But I mean like casually for a long time. Like I like playing it for long hours. But nah, I feel like Project Sekai is the first one that I decided to grind for like full combo. I've never been the person who like want to like grind for full combo. Like as long as I could clear a song, I was happy. I was happy enough. Like, oh yes, I could clear a song. There's also one thing like rhythm games 20 years back is fucking difficult to play. Using the judgment are like really like strict. Like the time frame to get like perfect notes and like good notes are like really tiny. The window, the what time frame window to get like really good scores is like really little. And they usually requires like inhuman cognitive abilities to like play certain songs. I guess it's the actually right it's because of the how how forgiving it can be, I guess. But also it can be quite a playable challenge if you're like long enough in the game. So I think that's also because I started with playing like O2 Jam, where I'm used to like the kind of system where the notes just the notes comes from top to down. So, and for some reason there isn't much game system that uses that kind of like scrolling not scrolling system much. And plus it's easy to see. Like Project Sekai has one of the easiest how do I say, like the most easiest like the best visibility of notes in my opinion compared to a lot of other games. It's not complicated. It's not that complicated, but it can be a good enough challenge for you if you really want to grind on it. So I guess that's what hooked me in. And also I guess there's a number of songs. The song is also another big factor as well. Like you can never get bored of that game because there's just so many songs. Every time, and there was like one song every single month. And I could play a song for like at least a month or two. And before I could like try to complete a song, there's another song coming in as well. Yeah. The Hudson, I actually played the PS. I used to play the PSP one. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see that in VR. Like I would actually play that. So apparently there's a rhythm game by Kizuna Ai from Kizuna Ai, where you're literally like holding like the light stick and you're hitting the notes coming towards you, while Kizuna Ai does it in front of you, performing the song. Like how cool would that shit be? Like oh my god! So you know like how Project Sekai has like the 3D videos, right? MVs, right? So imagine like them dancing in front of you in VR while you're playing the rhythm game. It's like why isn't anyone else doing this? Yeah, I not gonna lie, I was so like, I can't really describe the feeling, but I felt like I was very impressed. I think I almost cried. I teared up like holy shit, this is so fucking cool. I feel like VR fits very well with rhythm games, to be honest. And I'm actually like, how do I say? I was like surprised that not a lot of rhythm game companies made a VR version for it. But yeah, that's true. Because of how much like graphical processing power it needs, right? And then there's fucking Facebook who bought like Oculus, one of the more budget-friendly option, but you know a lot of people don't like Facebook, so a lot of people hold off their purchase. Yeah. Like because like in compared to like just traditional like just the phone screen or like buttons, right? You now have like a full range of motion to design the gameplay. Like I could see myself playing My Owaka if someone actually managed to port that. If Konami decide to port that into VR, I will like just play that non-stop, man. And it's definitely a lot cheaper than designing a arcade machine, I feel. And you don't have to like buy different controllers from different games. That's kind of one thing with like rhythm games, right? Some of the rhythm games. A lot of them requires a special controller to be able to like have a better experience and play the game. Like, well, practically you can play with using keyboards for a lot of them, but it's not the best experience because of how limited your movement are, how restricted you are. It's not impossible. I've seen people playing like I have no idea how they do it, but I've seen people playing some text on like fucking like keyboards. It's like, what? So sample text, right? For some of you who have no idea how that game system works, so basically the idea it started with arcade. So basically the idea is that you have like 4 white buttons on top, and you have 2 like brown buttons on the bottom, where usually you can reach out with your thumb. It's just like it's positioned nicely, just the right position for your thumb to like press it. And on top of that, on the left side and the right side, on the top left and top right, there are like knobs for you to like turn on certain like long notes, right? So the knob thing is a big part of that game. If you were to put that to keyboard, right, instead of turning the knob, you are like pressing like keys on the keyboard to like change the direction of the knobs. And at the same time, there's like tapping notes at the same time. Do you have to take care of? Like, I can't like man, rhythm gamers are weird. I swear, rhythm gamers are weird. Like, sometimes they just force things through, I swear. There is like a compilation of videos out there where the titles are usually like rhythm gamers playing the game with the wrong controllers. So in that video you have people like playing playing different games on like the DDR mat or like using the bongo drum to play like certain games. I forgot what game were they playing. Was it Taiko no Tatsujin? Like, what the fuck, man? You guys crazy. You guys are crazy. Yeah. Or someone actually made a barebone like sample text. Sample text like buttons using like papers and like the connectors, the wire connectors, so it detects as like the it detects as an input. So literally that guy is just like tapping on papers. Fucking like, what the fuck, man? I can't like, man. Yeah. Man, that series was just crazy, man. It feels like they got broken by the game so much that they decided to do something to like really fun to humor themselves, so that they don't get like depressed or something. I feel like that's kind of like some way for them to cope or something. Or else I can't find an explanation for that, man. I can't find an explanation. Like, man, what? Yeah. Or sometimes there are like people who are like just so good at rhythm games that the official maps are like too, like the official beat maps are like too easy for them. They just create their own beat maps. I was like, man, you guys are on a different level, man, I swear. I'm only struggling hard with like the official ones. And people are like, nope, I've beaten all the scores. Time for me to like do something fun before I get bored in this game. Even like Project Sekai, man, there's like people playing that game using a cucumber, using a fucking plastic bottle, using bananas. Like using one finger. It's not even playing by one hand. It's literally using like different objects to play it. I'm like, I swear you guys are just too good and had nothing better to do, man. Yeah. Like literally. Man, I hope one day I could reach that level. I wonder how much fun it would be. Okay, great crazier. The answer is yes. No, I'm only struggling with using proper fingers. Like sometimes I play on my phone as well, using my thumbs. I'm also like struggling with that because like I have goldfish memory, right? So I can't remember charts. Like most of the time I play rhythm games, it's just me brute forcing to true. With like my response time. Yeah, there's also like one thing about Project Sekai maps is that like how it allows you to still play the game, like even on like harder difficulty, even though you might not have like the chart knowledge. I think that's actually pretty rare, actually. Like it makes sense, the beatmap makes sense. And there's a certain pattern in like the beatmaps when you play that game for long enough. You have like a rough idea on how they would go for the next few beats after a certain pattern. Although sometimes there are like outliers just to, you know, just to troll you. That's what rhythm gamers do, rhythm game beat maps do, they troll you sometimes. But yeah, the beat map is definitely the design of the beat map is definitely a very good one. A lot of them, yes. a lot of the notes, the patterns are usually the same. That's what I feel. Like, I think it's one of the easiest games to sight read as well. Like, if you're long enough the game, I know like quite a few people could sight read the game and be able to like full combo for the first time. Not a lot of games can actually do that. Which is why it's kind of like easy to like start, I guess. The fact that you're able to like kind of play it when you just like start the game for the first time. Oh, I guess also like one thing that is really great about the system is that it doesn't give you penalty if you fail the song. Like, I mean, you might not, the only penalty I guess is not being able to get through the song, but you won't lose anything. Like if you use like your energy and stamina, if you decide to like not replay the song and like just like try a different one, you lose nothing. The combos? Yeah, the combos are actually pretty... I won't say it's super lenient, but on the lenient side, I would say. They are one of the lenient side. Though, not as lenient as some Ensemble Stars though. Ensemble I was surprised that Ensemble Stars actually considered good as like part of the combo. I was like, what? Man, you so kind. Imagine that in Beatmania, man. But yeah, I really wish that I could one day I could like try a Beatmania machine. I keep hearing that I keep hearing from people that they have one of the like best butters out there, like the proper ones. It sounds like a rhythm. Nah, not. I mean, I do play a lot of them, but definitely a lot on the casual side. I guess I was lucky to be in at a time where there was a lot of like rhythm game arcade machine. We used to have an arcade where they have like the latest and the newest like rhythm games machine. Though they closed down somewhere like 2018, which is I was so salty about that. Like they actually had like some of like the obscure ones as well, but you usually don't find in other arcades, but they usually have it. It's also like one of the games I tend to play a lot is because I don't have to interact with people. Man, what a fucking introvert thing to say. It's one of the games you can enjoy without interacting with people. And it's short enough. then you can do other stuff. You can play during like breaks. And the fact one thing I like about rhythm games, right? Even if you like fail at a game or something, it's on you, right? No one's gonna blame you. No one's gonna be like, you're not gonna give like how do I say? You're not gonna trouble anyone else just because you suck at a game. You just suck. Okay, try again. Come on, can't just try again. Okay, let's go for the next one. Like you won't get blamed for. There's no like room for blame. Man, play a rhythm game at an arcade once and I'll play it. Yeah, I kind of agree. Some of them can get really confusing. Yeah. I mean, like, because it's just like, how do I say? Even if you're not good at a game, you're just like, well, you're just not good at the game. That's all. And I feel like there's like a lot of them are like quite supportive. Oh, with gloves going. Oh, my. Oh yeah, I play that sometimes for a quick workout before I had Speed Saver. Yeah, I like the community is really nice as well. It's very rare to find really toxic people because it's not multiplayer. There's no multiplayer in rhythm games. I mean, there is, but multiplayer is more like, hey, let's just compare our scores just to see like how good you are, how good I am against you. Yeah, like that's the only multiplayer thing that could happen. And they will just celebrate with you, like if you hit something, like you managed to achieve something, right? Even though you're like a beginner. Like got so much encouragement when I was starting Project Sekai. And also like, it's also one of the games that you cannot backseat as well. I guess that's why there's like no room for like toxicity as well. Imagine backseating on rhythm games. That's like impossible, man. Like guys, I passed the first day. Yeah, like literally. And when you're like first time of the game, they're like, oh yeah, this is how you can do this, what you can do. And this is a button, you want to change the settings, here's how you can change that. Like, oh, okay, yay, now I know, and things like that. Yeah, everyone's like really nice. Especially the veterans. The veterans are like really, really nice. Yeah, how to backseat. You totally cannot backseat during the game, but maybe after the game, sometimes I do get like advice. But that's not really considered backseating. It's like, oh, I think maybe you can try out something like this, try out something like that. But think about rhythm games, right? Something that's so like, for me, something that's mysterious about that is that there's never a strategy to play the game, play rhythm games. It's like a lot of them, right? If you ask a lot of like the guys who are good at rhythm, how do you get good at rhythm games? I swear 90% of them will look at you, try to jumble something out. It's like, I guess practice. Because it's something that you get good the more you play. Rhythm game is one of the games that you will suck a lot when you start playing. Yeah, just play, like literally just play. And a lot of them, when they manage to hit like certain notes, they're like, I have no idea how I did that, but I did that. But yay, yay, I'm good. Aside from like the basics, like the very basic things online. Okay, this is the some ways you can maybe position your hands and things like that. Really nothing much to say on how to be good, how to make sure they clear a certain game. Just play. Imagine someone commenting on every buff you hit. That would be hilarious. Even the basics feels like a big hindrance using 10 fingers. Yeah, my I would say there is a pretty steep learning curve. One thing I learned when I played that game is that yeah, practice. So think about that rhythm games, right? It's like the more you play, you have like the muscle memory of playing the notes. Especially when you play a game long enough, you have like the muscle memory. Like you will start hitting the notes before you even think. Like really, that's like the feeling I have for like even my projects. Like to be honest, right now, whenever I could like full combo a song or like I was able to play like a level 30 map and like have like less than maybe 20 misses. I'm like, am I fucking possessed? Did someone like some rhythm game god just possessed me and take over my fingers? And I was like what the fuck happened? I feel like it's something that a lot of rhythm gamers will yeah, it's pretty much a lot of that's kind of like a lot of like the same sentiment a lot of rhythm gamers will have. Like somehow when they practice enough, at one point they suddenly just like get past that big hurdle. I'm like, what the fuck did I actually get? Oh my god, that's happening. Oh my god, yes. Like they will have actually had that moment. You rarely see rhythm gamers go like after every single game or like maybe like a win, they'll be like, okay, so the strategy of this builder, I mean there is some, but they would not go like I think in the part or like analyzing like all very analyzing minusculely, like okay, this is the part where I was playing in a certain way, I have to adjust this or blah 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 whatsoever. It's just like a feeling, okay, I think maybe I have to type slower on some parts, maybe faster on some parts. Okay, let's try it again. I think rhythm games are just pure flow. Yeah, muscle memories. The biggest help, I would say the biggest thing that gets you better at rhythm games is muscle memory. Which literally means the more you play, the better you get. Like to be honest, I was like pretty much a very casual player until I played Project Sekai. Like I would not expect myself to play any master beat maps. Like master beat maps are usually like really out of reach for me. The hardest difficulty. I'll usually be on like the expert, like and normal sometimes. And I just want to try, with Project Sekai to see how far I can go if I play enough. Although most of the time I'm just like addicted to that shit. And I think also like the leveling up system also help in like the gacha, like getting the items. If you the more you play, the more items you get. I don't know, system also like kind of like incentivize me to play every day. Just starting and going boundaries, yeah. There is a full like leveling up system and like card level system and character level system in that game. And there's actually proper stories, like very well written stories for every single like event. Like there's so much content in Project Sekai that you literally will have hard time to keep up if you stop playing that game for like 2 or 3 months. Because they will literally have like a new story for every like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And there'll be like new cards, new gacha cards, new events, sometimes new songs. There's a lot of content on like projects that come in. And I guess they managed to like reach a system where casual players can still enjoy the game. Like there's also like autoplay functions if you're just wanting to like get the points to get like certain items and cards, right? So even like very casual players can still play that game. Like non-rhythm gamers can play that game. I guess Project Sekai is like literally Genshin, but you play instead of like tapping, you play rhythm games instead. The sponsorship. Oh yeah, there's also like Pocari like sponsor, like Nissin noodle sponsors as well. Project Sekai. Project Sekai, please sponsor that artist. I wish, but maybe if I start drawing them. But really, like the game is so well made. Like it caters, like it's very rare for like to have like a rhythm games that caters to player of like a lot all skills levels. Any skill level, like literally. Like I had a friend who would never play games. Really, like she really do not play much games, right? And rhythm game is definitely one of the harder games to get into. Second to like first person shooter. But I was able to get my non-gamer friend to be interested, like having fun playing that game. Like, man, so well made. Like I have no idea how they were able to like do like that very fine tune to be able to be challenging enough for like seasoned veteran players, but also like enough content, enough like entertainment for like casual players. Yeah. You know, sometimes it gets pretty like, you know, lonely. I feel like there's a sense of like loneliness where you try to introduce a game that you really love to someone, a rhythm game that you really love to someone, but because of the nature of the game, it's like so difficult. They're like, oh, I think it's not for me. It's okay, you can enjoy the game. And like, but I want to like, I want someone to like hug with me for the game though. I need a new nakama. And Project Sekai, it's one of these where I can easily just introduce to anyone. Whether you play rhythm games, don't play rhythm games. It has something for everybody. But right now, because of how like it has affected my productivity, I am currently locking my Project Sekai app up, and I need to wait for like, I guess, 6 more days to be able to unlock the app. When you help your friend run a niche to enjoy stuff together. Yeah. Yeah. But then also like, although I lock up my Project Sekai, I started playing Archive. I actually got back to playing it because I was spending so much time playing. But luckily in Akaya, there isn't that much song, so I kind of like got I got bored after a while, like maybe like an hour into the game. So which is a good thing. I don't spend so much time. Oh yeah, like it was bad. I was like literally like I was spending 3 hours on average on my working day. I was spending 5 hours on my off days. So meaning that I literally play Project Sekai. It's like I had the life where I'm either playing Project Sekai or I'm working or I'm like doing my house chores. And I was definitely not doing anything else. Not even socializing. Yeah, I averaged like 22 to like 23 hours per week playing that game. This is kind of like a process, you know, right? When I'm playing Project Sekai. Okay, today's a new day. Okay, time to do like the challenge live so I can get more points and gems to level up my character. Okay, time to do that. Oh, okay. Wow, hold on. Wait, I am doing pretty well right now. Maybe I could like I could full combo the song that I've always wanted to. Let's try that song that I've always wanted to like full combo it. Starts playing again and again and again for 3 to 4 times. Maybe I need some warm up. Okay, let's try to play other songs just to warm up my hands. Okay, plays for like 4 or 5 other songs. And the cycle just like keeps going, just repeats itself, and before I realize it, it's like what? Oh, it's 4 AM in the morning, and I've done nothing. Nothing. Yeah. I was literally doing the bare minimum. I wasn't even cooking, man. Like, got so lazy to cook, like, all the deliveries instead. Yeah. It is pretty bad. Like, it was like alarming, not actually. To the point it felt kind of like alarming at point. like the first few days of like not playing Project Sekai, I was literally having like withdrawal syndrome. Like I felt so like anxious and like uncomfortable that I actually like I actually was like driving all like 10 minutes or 20 minutes away from my house to a nearby arcade that has my machine so I can let it out. If not, I would feel like so restless. And I couldn't like focus on anything. Like I really couldn't focus. Every waking moment is just like, I want to play Project Sekai, I want to play Project Sekai, I want to play Project Sekai, I want to play Project Sekai. I think it took me like maybe 4 days to like feel kind of okay. But yeah, it's gone to like a pretty terrible stage. Well, I did like play other rhythm games just to cope with it. But so the reason why I actually played my right, the washing machine one, the one with gloves, was because it requires a lot of energy to play that machine, to play that game. And it would tire me out after an hour or two session. Although like when the first few days when I stopped playing Project Sekai, I have no idea how, but I was in the arcade for like 4 hours. Like my otaku and my weeb ass body decided to have like a lot of energy just to prepare for like the session. Yeah. And without even like a meal break or something, I just like sat there in front of the machine for like 4 hours straight, man. It was bad. Like like when it goes to a point where you do that, right, your body does that, right, I guess it's actually a sign of addiction. Because rhythm game like used to be like also like one of the ways where I use it to like ground myself when I'm like having like panic attacks and things like that, because it forces me to like focus on one thing, I guess. So I guess that got into like a point where whenever I feel any discomfort, I will go into the mode like, okay, I need to play rhythm games just to like get the feeling away, without properly evaluating the situation, and like just have a healthier way to cope with stress. So I found that it was kind of getting like really bad, especially like I would say not gonna lie, I feel like this, although it is exciting, I feel like the whole animanga, the boothing thing is stressing me quite badly. Especially it's also like my first time boothing alone, also not boothing for a long time, in like almost like 4 years. I'm starting to have like really like very, well, kind of like really uncomfortable thoughts. Yeah, so yeah, rhythm games kind of became my comfort because it just helps me to like tune out everything at the moment when I play the game. But it's definitely not the healthiest way to cope. Just think about like how some any like addiction works, right? Is that the effect wears out after a while, and in order to reach the same effect, like the same dopamine hit, you have to do like a more intense version of a certain activity. Similar to like drugs, like there will be a point where you will want to have like more dosage to like get the same feeling, and it starts wearing off and you have to like get stronger dosage for it to work. So it was similar to like rhythm games for me at that point. What's the difference of doing a both alone and with other person? The fact that I'm just so worried on what will happen on that day. To be honest, the logistics is definitely one of the things that I am going to be worried about. Like, I don't have like a solid plan on how I am going to like move everything from my car to and how to set up the place. And how am I supposed to like go to the toilet breaks and maybe get a quick break or a meal break and things like that. Yeah. And the fact that I will have to like sit there for like entire time if I do not have any helper. It's not gonna be a fun time for ADHD. Sitting still is like hell for me. I can't even stay still in a fucking bathtub. Like a lot of people talk about like soaking in bath as if it's something that's really nice and relaxing and nice. It's something that is really nice to experience. The first time I was in the bathtub, I was fucking anxious and restless. It's like, oh my god, I want to do something, I can't do any shit, but I have to stay in the bathtub because I put in like bath. But oh my god, I hate this so much. Get me out, get me out. Ah. I have more anxiety than being in the bath than being being in the shower. I don't see the appeal, man. How much stuff you need to carry and how heavy it's gonna be? I guess it will be, well, luckily I have only prints, I guess like 2 boxes of stuff. Oh yeah, shit, I need to get the PVC pipe as well for like, oh my god. Yeah, the setting up, I still don't have a clear idea on how I want to set up the booth, to be honest. How long is it? 2 days, man? I mean, you don't have to sit still, but you can, yeah. I guess I can like stand up as well. But the fact that I'm just gonna be like stuck in one place for a long time. Doesn't feel really, yeah. And I need to go to the toilets quite often because I drink a lot of water. Nah, there's no. That is like not gonna be possible, man. The thing about like cons in Malaysia, they are usually run by like very limited of manpower and like usually a lot of like volunteers. so they won't be like anyone around from the con to like help you to keep, like, it's all on you. Also, I need to like figure out a way to like prevent theft as well. Con theft is a pretty common thing to appear, which is kind of sad. But ever since like a lot of people are aware that a lot of people are bringing a lot of money to the con, there has been like more cases of like stealing in the crowd, even though it's like a paid event. That's also like one of my concerns as well, like how am I supposed like to keep my cash and like my valuables securely. I'm so stressed thinking about it. Yeah, I might have someone to help, fortunately, so I can like go to the toilet for some times. If not, I would seriously consider wearing like an adult diaper. Not gonna lie. Yeah, like I was seriously considering that. Because I like, especially when I get stressed out, I drink a lot of water as well. Like I don't drink water, I chug water. Like I chug them. So what happens when you chug a lot of water? Your bladder tends to fill up really, really fast because your body couldn't like absorb the water, and just gets like being like pushed out from your body. Definitely one of the healthier way to cope. Imagine coping stress with like drinking water. Still, you can still die from drinking too much water, so just be careful. Not the matter. Oh yeah, I have also like a commission that I might need to like start doing as well for one of like my friend. I'm not sure if I can actually make it to the con, depending on what's like. I'm just like having so much like, I guess at this point I'm just having like a lot of like very irrational anxiety, irrational doubts. It's kind of like messing my mind. On top of that's like the fucking like period, menstrual cycle happening as well at the same time right now, when I need to focus, and it's like all that fucking hormones like messing with my head, man. I wish I had a dick instead of a vagina. Like really, seriously. Can someone take off my uterus? I fucking hate this. Okay. This. But then also I'm kind of like that. I'm like the angry type during like pre-mens. I feel like it's always like the time before menstruation is always like the hardest, and gets easier. It usually gets starts to get better after like during the menstruation period. Man, I swear human bodies are weird. Why do they have to work like this? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Money roller coaster ride that involves blood. I still remember when I first had the education about like menstruation. I felt fucking unfair. That's the first time I felt like the world was unfair. But although I guess I'm like the lucky ones that does not have like cramps and pain when I have it. I guess that's only saving grace. But man, some people do not have it good. They're like literally like screaming in pain, or just like nauseatic for like the entire period to the point that they couldn't move. Well, I heard that it's because like there's also like a condition that caused that as well, which can improve if they go to like a proper certified gynecologist. I remember that when I first like had that kind of moment, right? I was seriously looking into like hormone therapy and turning into a man. Like, and look into like reconstruction surgery while I was like 15 or something. I guess also like because I hated how like unsafe it can be as a woman and a lady. Especially the way my mom put it. I was like restricted to a lot of stuff. I used to be like quite the kid that likes to like run around the neighborhood and like explore. But because like how I'm just like so restricted, I ended up like just like finding my own entertainment indoor, and I turned into like indoor kid. And now my mom's like, why are you not going out? I wonder. I wonder why. It's never too late. Yeah, but then now I know the comfort of like spending time indoors. I'm like, yeah. I guess the internet was a big part of my life as well. I wasn't able to like socialize in some ways. It's not like I can like casually go to like my friend's house, like walk to my friend's house and just spend night at their house and not getting screamed by my mom. Just because I had too much fun at my friend's house and was like just 2 blocks away. So like I think that kind of like discouraged me to ever go out again. I just like, you know how humans kind of like still need to socialize at some point, right? I went to the internet instead. Look at the endless amount of content. Well, I'm not sure, but well, definitely that's endless, but I have like limited internet, so I was using like broadband. It's not so accessible yet, but I was able to like talk to a lot of different people, which I think it was a saving grace. There's also the time when I found out about like the Japanese side of like streaming, Nico Nico. I spent a lot of time there instead. And drawing, I guess. I mean, there's really nothing much I could do except drawing and playing games at that point. How do you just grab Rihogo? I guess a lot of them came from like me just chatting on the stream, and also like having like I have really good nice people who help me like correct my tweets. So I think what I did was that I will try to actively tweet as much as possible on what I think or things like that. And I would just open to like my friends like, hey, feel free to like correct me whenever you think something is weird. I would appreciate. And there would be like really nice people who tell me, oh, maybe you can word this in this way. It may sound more natural and things like that. It was mostly on like interaction. I feel like a big part on how I learned my language was on like interaction. Very similar to how your mom teach you your mother tongue in some ways. Well, I never had like official textbook. But also like learning language was expensive. Like especially Japanese, man, they charge like really expensive for Japanese. I don't know why. Like I was like, man, if I could learn Cantonese by watching TV dramas, television dramas, I could do the same to the Japanese. Like it's not that hard to pronounce in anyway. Like fuck you, fucking school who charge so much. And the fact that I know because I think I had the opportunity to go to like a rich kid school kind of, and I've seen that they weren't able to like learn the language when they actually, even if they enroll that into those kind of like expensive language school. I was like, man, I ain't gonna waste my money. I'm learning myself. The Genki books, oh, I didn't know about them. Are they like the go-to books for like Japanese learning? Because what I had was I guess what I had was just really crude. The only thing I had was like a ebook. that was kind of like pirated from a shop, but I didn't know as a kid. And I bought it, and that's kind of where I learned all the basic grammars to understand how the structure works, but it was really basic. And I think I had a digital dictionary at that point, an online dictionary that I found somewhere. It was kind of like my go-to place to like look up for new words. I think also like at that time, because I was learning different language, I found out like the way, like I know the concept that, you know, like I could still communicate even though I couldn't like master the grammar. So my focus was really on like, was just like increasing my vocabulary. That was like my main focus, instead of like trying to like make a perfect sentence. I was using like the kindergarten way of learning things, if I were to word in some way. Yeah, like I will read out the words that I've learned, and then I'll start making like simple sentences using the new words I've learned, so that it could help reinforce. Like one of the ways to reinforce your memory is to make like stories, like relatable stories, or any stories, like just make up any stories, and you can remember you can recall the memory a lot easier. So I used those kind of like techniques. Oh, I think also like one thing that helped a lot is that I knew Mandarin. I came from a Mandarin school, so I already had like quite a lot of like I was able to read Chinese pretty well. Most of the books I had was like Chinese books. But I guess one way to like learn kanji or like Chinese characters, of what I know, is you write them again and again and again. Writing is a very good way to like be to help you recognize the difference, I would say. It's very hard to recognize the difference by just looking at the character, because sometimes they just look so similar, and you might not realize the difference. But once you start writing and you start comparing, you start noticing like the subtle difference. And from there, you'll be able to like, you'll be able to relate the information a lot better compared to not just writing it. Like man, during school, I was forced to write a lot of shit, or like literally copy pasta like an essay or something. And if I get one of the strokes wrongly, I will have to write the same characters for another 10 times. That's like the homework during my junior school. I swear Chinese school be like overachiever. They want to make sure everything is perfect. Yeah. It sounds really Asian. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like the fact that it actually just like forces the entire class for choir, for school choir, just because they want to show off like, hey, our kids are not only good in academics, they're good in like art as well, blah blah blah, without our fucking consent. I want to join other class, but I was like, no, because you're in like the good class. You can only join this choir group so that you guys can win the tournament and show off how good our school is. Yeah, it's pretty much, pretty much like child labor at that point. But we are not paid. Yeah. Although I appreciate my choir teacher, but she is pretty competitive at the same time. Like, we will get fucking like screamed at when we can't like sing in the proper unison. I swear. It was just like fucking annoying. Like, man, I didn't even sign up for this in the first place. I just decided that I kind of like studying. I managed to get some good grades and got into like a better class, but I didn't sign up for this. Can someone just change my ratings on my yearbook so that I can go to the classes more chill so I can do my shit? Yeah, it was like Chinese schools are kind of like that. Which I'm kind of grateful that my mom kind of like forced me into a private school instead of Chinese. Like, I wanted to go to like a Chinese secondary school because of how the way we were brainwashed, thinking that they were like the best choice. But my mom like wanted me to like learn English better, so she enrolled me into like a more English-oriented school. Time off? Oh no. I mean, the only thing we have is just 1 hour of recess. And we were in the school for like, from like 8 a.m. to like, what, 3 p.m. 5 days a week. And the fact that people have to like get tutored to like be better at grades because the teachers aren't good enough. Like, my fucking Chinese teachers, my Chinese teacher was an asshole. I remember how she blamed me for like my bad Chinese grades even though I aced other tests because the teaching was so bad. Like, I only knew how bad it was when I go to the secondary school. I had another Chinese teacher look at my essay and she was like, why are you writing like this? Oh, this is how my teacher taught me. That's like, no, this is not the right way. This is not the right sentence structures. There's like a different structure of writing that's not right. And I'm like, holy shit, no wonder I fucking got a B in that test. It was that fucking teacher's fault. Time to not think about school, that's scary. But my secondary school was a good place. It was definitely, well, because like, well, I would say the teachers are not that authoritative because they rely on our parents for their salary. And think about like having like, because also definitely at the time, right, take 20 years back, parents who can speak English very well are usually people who are really educated. So you really do not want to mess around with people who are educated. Like, compared to Chinese school, is a bit not different. There would not be so much confrontation coming from the parents compared to like private schools. like I get to choose like I won't get reprimanded for not doing homework that I really do not, I think is not necessary and takes my time. And they would just take away like my, there's kind of like a grading that includes my homework, and I just don't get the grading for the homework part. But I won't like oh my god, the amount of like beatings I get in like the fucking Chinese junior school. Just because I didn't get my mom to fucking sign a dictation that I got perfect score. I said the teacher is just like, she just wants to just lash out her anger on someone, man. I swear, some of the teachers are just wanting to lash out their angers on kids and not really teaching. Yeah. And some of the homeworks really do not make sense. Like, I hate the part where we have to copy the entire essay. And I quickly realized how that would not help in learning, because I learned no shit. Like, what do you like? The only thing you learn from like copying essays is just making your writing look good. It's just helping your writings looking good. That's all, right? So I fucking hate those kind of like assignments, and I refuse to do them. I would rather get a beating, man. It's like, yeah, I'd rather you beat me for like that 5 seconds rather than waste my entire hour to do something that's not that's not like adding value to my life. I want my sleep. Give me my sleep. Fuck you, homework. At my place back then, private school were pretty corrupt and normal school were just scuffed like no one cared. Yeah, some of them true, but I guess I was lucky that I went to school that was quite like reputable for their good education, I guess. And the fact that they are not like charging a really high price for that, which is a good sign. Sometimes it means that they are not money driven. So yeah, I have a pretty good, like I've learned a lot from that school, definitely. Some teachers are just messed up. Yeah, like man, I had to feel like crazy teachers. I just fucking confronted with them. And I was an asshole, right? I got pretty good grades in others parts, but because I hated this teacher so much, I just decided to not ace her test. Because I was so sure, like, I remember it was chemistry, like, I already know what I wanted to go for, like, I want to go for something art, right? So, and one thing about, like, Malaysian tests at that time, every single subject, that additional subject you take, you have to pay extra money for that subject. And I was so clear, I was so like clear that I would definitely not need chemistry in my life, right? Like I took up biology because I want to make sure I don't die and I could understand medical terms, like basic medical terms, so I could survive. And I took like there used to be like a computer like certification class as well, so I wanted to have that, so at least if I couldn't do it in art, maybe I can do something that's related to PC. So I want to learn skills, right? Like skills I can like monetize in some way. But chemistry is like, oh my god, like I don't see a point in learning shit. It's not fun. Like the way the teacher teach is like it like there's no point in her being there, because the fact that the way she teaches is just reading out from the textbook. I'm like, I could just fucking read the textbook and not have you there. But the only reason why we have teachers in the first place is because sometimes the way textbook is written is not for everyone. Teachers are there to help us try to unwrap what's written in the textbook to understand certain concepts, and that teacher is doing no shit, and she fucking expects everyone to understand. I'm like, bro, you're not making sense, man. I'm not wasting my time. I'm gonna focus on other stuff. So leave me alone. I got into a pretty big fight. Like, we actually went to the principal office at one point. And the principal was like weird because I'm like, I was calmly talking to him. He was like, no, I'm not making any disruption in the class. I'm just at the back of the class and I'm not making any noises. I'm just doing other homework because I am very sure that I'm not gonna take this subject because it costs money and doesn't make any sense to spend more money for something that I'm not gonna use, for knowledge that I'm not gonna use, right? I think the teacher wanted to put me in detention or things like that, but there is really nothing that could put me into like could flag me because she has no argument point. I'm not making any trouble. I'm just not doing what she wanted me to do. And I'm quite close with the principal. I mean, I was the school person. Definitely, like, I was the one that greeted her a lot of times. She knows about me. I heard molding. Yeah, like crazy teachers, man. I fucking hate those kind of teachers. I also was like the angsty kid when I see something that I hate, and it doesn't make sense, and they're not trying to like convince me in any sense. They're just trying to like force it into my throat. Anything that's forced into my throat, I'm just like fighting back like crazy, man. That moment indeed when the teacher scolds you for doing some other person's schoolwork. Yeah, like other classes, right? I was doing other classes, so I was just drawing, cause like I know like drawing could make money, so I want to be better at craft to make money. At least that's what my little brain thinks, right? Also learning math because I kind of like need to count, and I love math. Math was fun, although I wasn't really good at it, but math was fun because like how you get like instant feedback when instant like results that you were able to like get a certain answer correctly by figuring out. It was rewarding. Here we go. I had one crazy teacher that's so bad. It's my first time too. How was your crazy teacher experience? Let's spill the tea. I mean, ADHD, man. I did not have ADHD, but it was apparently it's a very ADHD thing to like crave for instant like results. Like this crazy teacher of mine, she's straight outside of the toxic. Oh my god. My friend got caught in a lot. I didn't want them to, but instead of being friends with a friend of mine. Oh no. Ah shit. I guess I haven't met that kind of toxic teacher. I guess it was usually teachers that have like problems on their own, but they did not want to like they did not want to admit to it, and they take it out on the students instead. Like it's actually sadly a pretty common thing to happen in, especially in junior schools, because you know how kids are like not doesn't have mature enough wisdom to like fight back. I feel like the teen, especially because also I've seen like studies where the ability to like think in like abstract ideas only start when you're like going to like the teens, like when you're like 12 or 13. That's when you're starting to be able to develop a brain to grasp like abstract concepts. So yeah, which is why some teachers hate going to like the high school. Like toxic as in a group project should able to do credits but you still on the group. What? Seriously? Man, I will fucking take it up to the education board, man. I'm gonna straight up put it into the education board. If it's in college, I don't know about Singapore, but I think Singapore has a similar system because there is a certain like ISO they have to meet. Yeah, yeah. That's fucking, that's unfair. What's the fact you're paying for the tuition and they do that to you? You know, something just kind of like, I feel like they don't understand the concept that we are not their slaves. Although some teachers do have a kind of like have a misunderstood of us being obedient by mistaken that as like them being able to do whatever shit they want. Lost to them. Oh, private school, man, you know what I'll do? I'll gather other parents. Private school, gather the parents. The principals are usually scared of parents. Oh, okay. Good night, Crow. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, though. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Summon the parents? Yeah. I mean, like, your college degrees will affect your GPA. The projects, those project grades, they affect your grades. They affect your performance. I will fucking try my best to get that teacher fired, man. I'm getting my grades. I'm gonna get you fucking fired. Man, so angsty. Oh, like, bro, this teacher used to work at HR. This is a HR class. Why I like this? Oh my god. It's fine, it's fine. So I usually don't really believe in much of like how race affects it, because there's always like the terrible person in every race and also good person in every race. But an asshole is an asshole. I'm gonna my fight for it. Like, fuck you. Yeah, but the mindset. Man, having that in college is so annoying, man. And especially if college is even more expensive than high school. Oh, really? Well, I feel like in my experience, or maybe because like Malaysia, we definitely have like more diverse. I mean, because we have more people, I guess that helps. So I do see like very different people from like different race. I've met really terrible people from like any race, but I also met like really good people from any race as well. So I guess that idea doesn't really exist in my mind. Like I meant it at that point of like it makes sense. I see. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's definitely a very like Chinese dominant place in Singapore. The fact that I remember like I was just like saw a Malay lady, I was just like helping them, and I just, you know, it's very natural for me to like speak Malay when I see a Malay person in Malaysia. And I think that I remember that that Malay lady was like surprised that I spoke Malay to her. Like, oh yeah, this is Singapore, I forgot. You know, I like speaking Malay, you know, in Malaysia. It feels like homie. Like, hey, homie, yeah, bro, way. Although I'm not good at that. I can DM message to you. Yeah, sure. Spill the tea. But yeah, the teacher helped us. I never thought it was possible. You'll be surprised. But other than that, I remember like there's a lot of like great teachers, and also like I don't know, for some reason, science teachers usually have the best drawing and writing. In my experience. I used to have like one like biology not only like, no, just one, like every single science teacher, like biology teacher, especially the biology teacher, like man, they have the best handwritings ever on the whiteboard. I guess maybe because like the sometimes some words are so like difficult to comprehend, and they have to make sure they write it really clearly so that we do not misread them. I've grown up as a good kid. All the teachers I got were very nice people. Heck, my last best teacher would call it so much. Oh, I see. That's so sweet. That's kind of nice. I think also like I had really one very kind teacher as well in like my Chinese junior school. Although like I feel so bad because she was so dedicated in helping me to try to get me to do the homework done. Cause like, okay, so sometimes I really want to do the homework, but you know, I apparently my symptoms were so not controlled. Like I can get to a point that I completely forget the fact that I had homework or I haven't done my homework. That idea does not click with me. Like it just sat with me every time, you know, after school for at least a bit. Okay, Akaru, so this is the homework you have for today. So this is page 1, this one is page 2. So remember doing this, yeah, this is your notebook. Remember to keep it, look for it, and then remember do your homework, okay? And I will be like so confident, yes, so yeah, teacher, sure, I will do it. I'll definitely do it. I will not disappoint you. I won't disappoint you. But I just like, you know, I forgot. And the next day I ended up not doing like 80% of the homework that I had to do. And she had no idea how to like help this kid. I feel so bad. I wish I could I could live up to her expectation because it was so nice, you know. Like whenever a teacher is nice for me, I will like do my best to ace in their class. That's kind of like me most of the time. I had an operation thing during that time too. Oh, like shit, I'm not friends with my classmate too. Also, I had this my art teacher, so really like my digital art is done outside my free time. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, those teachers are the best, man. The one that actually nurtures like a proper teacher. Oh, not just try to control the kids. See my strikes with teacher are bad. I have like really good teachers as well. I remember also like so what happens, like I have talked about like the beef I have with one chemistry teacher, right? So so luckily like every year we kind of switch teachers. There's a different teacher for every grade. So on the next grade, well I did like be very clear with my chemistry teacher who was teaching like that. I was like, oh I don't this is not any disrespectful things like that. Like I am really not taking this class because like I know like my family's financial situation at that time. And the fact that they were putting me on like a private school is like putting a burden on like the financial side as well. So I did mention that I really do not utilize this skill in the future, and I would like to, the fact that I have to pay, I would like to not use that money for that as well. So I will not be taking this during the official actual national exam, right? Well, he was very respectful, but also he has so much passion in like chemistry. Like he has so much patience with me. Like the fact that like how do I say? He's like so detailed. Like, I'm gonna get you interested in chemistry, so I'm gonna sit down with you and teach you all the basics you missed out during like your first year. I'm gonna give you like simple notes for you as well, so you can understand the concepts, the more advanced concepts. And I'm like, man, you're so dedicated. I need to answer your prayers. Okay, I will take chemistry exam and try to ace that test during actual exams. Man, those are like the best teachers, man. Also, I think that teacher is also like a chemistry otaku at the same time. It's like, no, you miss out so much stuff. It's so fun. It's like, really? Is it fun? How to get ADHD hookup right? Hey, this is kind of fun. You want to try it out? Really? Is it fun? Done. I'm in the trap right now. Like, generally, that's my first time I message and piece of work teacher. But also, by the way, I did the thing already. Oh, okay. Let me see. I see. I guess you really do have a good experience now. Any good experience with them, huh? Because I met a lot of kind people as well. Begrudgingly, yes. Oh no. I guess maybe the community is very small. That could be the reason. When the community is really small, a community is really small, there is a tendency for a big number of them thinking alike, I guess. Well, especially when you have like a small minority, I feel like at that point they might have like associations that they will gather together and they'll share their ideologies together. It's cursed though. Oh no. But yeah, usually the teachers I love the most are like the English and the science teachers and the math teacher, because they are like so like passionate about what they teach, and they do. They genuinely love the subject that they teach. And I'm like, man, this sounds like fun. Can I learn more about it? A trap set. History. Depends. Like in Malaysia, a lot of the teachers are like people who are like substitutes, who weren't able to like teach other subjects well. So a lot of them, they do not know what they are doing. Well, I have a fucking history teacher to help ask me to like copy a essay to try to remember shit. I'm like, huh? What? What the fuck? Some teachers are clueless, man. I'm glad we have a system where we changed. We have like different teachers for different grades. Imagine being stuck with the same clueless like teacher for like entire year, for entire time you have in your school. Also, like this toxic teacher, I think she like my answer for some questions. She's barely nodding for hate me answer a question. Like the only reason why I say this is called like dance. Oh lol. What class was it for though? Is it like an English project or something? Or HR? Was it HR? Say she messed it. Ah. Huh? Wait, group project in HR? I can't imagine like how what? Ah. Well, how maybe like looking for like for I can't imagine have a group project for HR though. Oh my god, that's a lot. Why do you need 10 people in a team? 5 good people in a team and they could like do anything. Like even in animation you only need a team of 3 or 4 in my school. Like fucking animation, bruh. From concepting to like making the models and rigging. You don't? Oh no, that's bad. That's really bad. Yeah, 5 to 6 is yeah, it's more than enough. Like 5 to 6 is a nice number where you have like 2 members that does not work, but you still have enough manpower to like be able to pull the shit off. Yeah. How should I do for this? Why is the one on the left look so much nicer than the one on the right? I do not comprehend why. It's because of not enough contrast? Is that the reason? The darks are not dark enough? But like I say, like I had other projects, but that one I whack. Man, how fuck up their hiring can be, man. But then it's HR. Sometimes some HR people can be a whack. I don't blame them. Sometimes I met like pretty obnoxious HR people sometimes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, think about like HR, right? A lot of people may mistake them that they are there to protect the employees. They are really not. They are actually there to protect the company from being sued. So their position, like what they do, a lot of times, unless they're like coming from like really reputable company, most of the time they are just like trying to make sure that the company is able to exploit us lawfully in some sense. You get what I mean? Like, if you're so good, why you teach us? Don't bullshit. Oh, yeah. Nah, I don't believe that. Especially not the way you teach, man. I know, like, I mean, not generous, but, like, there are some teachers who are, like, genuinely very passionate in, like, sharing knowledge that they decide to, like, go into, like, teaching industry. Like, I for some reason have no idea. Like, we actually had a teacher who works for copyright, like who works in copywriting for like really like a famous radio station. Like national radio station. And her writing is really good. Like the way she like words her sentence, the structure is always so beautiful. Like I just like I just get orgasm sometimes because it's so beautiful. Okay, that's a very bad way to put it, but yeah, I mean, like it's just like, man, it's like, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my god, how do you know this? But she also genuinely loves to teach as well, so which is why she enrolled her role as lecturer. But whenever people say that, hey, I'm generous enough, I could have do this, but I'm generous, so I won't do this. I do this. It's just like, those are like bullshit, man. About also the questions gave that I said she like my message of how I compromise if you are merciful. What kind of fucking project is that in HR class? Wait, are you sure that's a HR? What part of like HR knowledge is even like, huh? Man, you guys are scammed by his teacher. I swear. In the project for the floor question. What? Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, as if we can afford to like go to a different another space, right? To like be night owl. Also, I know what my lowest I used to bullshit or super sleep. True. I guess the best one, the best scenario is to like get another roommate, switch with another roommate that's also a night owl. So you guys work on like operate on the same time zone. I feel like that's the best scenario. I should never had a roommate before though. I've usually like rent like single rooms for my own. Plus the fact that I usually stay up really late to like finish my fucking assignments. They're like just so like time consuming. To the point that our college only has like no one is interested in making new clubs. We only have like one bowling club in the entire campus. Well, I can give you an ill-pleasing answer about companies. Maybe do so. Yeah. True. Like, so far I haven't seen anybody a good teacher. Actually, I feel like it's very rare already in like college. Oh, there's also like, you know, like there are also like some crazy people who are really good at interviews that they just fool you to thinking they're really capable. But in fact, that's not. We actually had that kind of employee at one point. We fucked up with the interview. We weren't able to like find out she was a bad cause. She was a lost case. Until she joined it, and she caused so much trouble in our company. Like, so we were working in like customer service. It was like a previous job. Like, so, like I actually had a caller who was just so angry at how she handles the call that she sent in a 2-page Word document just to complain how bad she was. I'm like, man, I have to give props to you there. I've never seen such a dedicated customers doing this. I think what my teacher complimented me for my maturity was because they didn't have to feel and easy the past, but I was lost cause I needed to go schoolwork. I told you it's not your first mind. You're a good teacher, teach you matches first. Oh, that's so nice. I think they actually wanted me to pass his course because Prabha should do extra. Did you end up doing the homework though? Oh no. Now teacher's gonna cry. And they get a pass on the paper. But ayo, I can't get any higher. Lol. Like it's a project that isn't bad, I just haven't time. Ah, I see. I guess it's just over capacity at that point. Yeah, I hate that moment as well when I was in my college. Like, because like our college was like very project based, right? Like we don't have tests. I think it got to a point that I was so like I was trying to catch up on things that I will miss like we have what we need to do is like we have to submit progress every week, right? Like we'll have to like put off like trying to progress certain stuff, certain like class assignments for certain class, just to finish other projects in one go, so that I can work on the other stuff on one go. Got to the point I can't even like finish the easiest task. It was so overwhelming. I swear the amount of assignments that my school gave is just almost like humanly impossible. Like they seriously expect us to just sit out there like almost 20 hours per day and not do other things. Like we are like one of the rare schools like we have like people not being able to like do any part-time jobs at all because there's really no time for it. It was really bad design. No one should go through that. Kind of like I was in the college dropout urge phase, kind of like burnt out. Oh. How are you feeling now? Are you feeling better? You graduated, right? Have you? You're working around, right? So I guess you graduated. No kappa. Oh. Oh. I see. Computer sciences, physiology and management. Oh. Is it 5? Oh, it's 6 a.m. Shit. I think I should sleep soon. Or at least try to sleep. Ha ha ha. Oh, psychology. Oh, okay. I can't even spell my own course. I was like, oh, physiology. Oh, wait. You can actually learn that without going through a medical background. Or like medical school. Like, I hope they don't make my test Saturdays. My current school has Saturday as official school day. Oh, you have work on Saturdays, right? My class was 3 hours long. Sometimes Saturday I class my weekend ruined. Oh no. I'm technically need my standards. I don't have work. Oh, okay. But yeah, it can kind of sucks when you thought you can go out to do something and like, oh, we have class today. But like, Lord, Saturday is closed because Sunday is Sunday. So imagine no class on Friday and Saturday there is class. That's kind of like my work schedule, though. Should maybe add this up more overlay. Ah, I see, I see. Also, my money to keep that because I don't have public transport. Oh. Oh wait, you have to. Oh yeah, now I have to go back to school already. Yeah. No more remote. Oh no, I have to touch grass. How does it feel for you after, like, you know, since I feel like you're like the batch that doesn't have like physical class for a long time. How does it feel after like being able to go back physically? Do you enjoy it or do you hate it? Are you the one that enjoy it or hate it? I'm curious. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's so nice to be able to meet everyone and catch up with everyone. So we will really love like working from off return to office so we can like collab, yay, up and things like that. Cause batch, I start college during COVID. Oh no. How do you feel? Do you enjoy it going to the physical class? I don't know anyone allergic or no friends in college. Oh no. Time to pop the alcohol. Wait, how do everyone else connect with each other though? Group projects? Oh, but you mentioned you switch like majors, right? Telling a group we went closer after a while we F off. Oh, oh, that's so sad. I guess like at this point like friends are like made outside the circle of college already, huh? Not within. Is that why there's so many kusogaki on VR chat? Can I give you like a verdict of what I had in VR, of what I feel about VR chat when I play for the first time? In public rooms. There's kusogaki everywhere. It feels like a nursery. But I guess it's the only place they could socialize, I guess. Akaru you, the rest on you. Oh, the rest of your on your server are telling my college friends at this point. True. Okay, I think I have to stop now. When I got a lot done. The ruffle, the hair, the cloth. And it's just the hair and the fur. And I can start like sprinkling some overlay magic. Oh yes, the armpit looks so much better right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Smell the armpits. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's stop. I hang out with you guys on VC more than my own college friends. Oh no. Sneeze, sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep now. It's a 6 a.m. and I have to wake up at this like at 2 o'clock today. Oh wait, I might have to wake up a bit earlier. I need to go to the bank. Oh no. So I only have like 6 hours of sleep. Okay. Shit, I miscalculated. But anyway, this is like the let me just save before I forget. So this is the progress. It's getting more solidified. Whee! So we'll continue on this. Maybe, I'm not sure tomorrow. Hopefully I have enough energy tomorrow. I'll try to move around a bit. So recently I've been using like Beat Saber to like making sure that I move a bit so I could like increase my focus. Hopefully I have energy. Since I have done most of my housework, I shouldn't have much to do. So I might see you again in 2 days. Rest well, good night, bye, have a good one.